Midlife is a whirlwind of activity. We often find ourselves juggling multiple life transitions and stressful events simultaneously. From caring for our teenagers and aging parents to navigating shifts in the workplace and possibly a career change, among other challenges outside of home and work. The mounting responsibilities, coupled with the pressures to make decisions for every aspect of our lives, can feel overwhelming and leave us feeling stuck. It often seems like everyone needs something from us, demanding answers, actions, or responses. Yet, in the midst of all the stress and pressure to make the right move, it can feel impossible to move forward without burning out. So, in today's episode, I want us to avoid the brink of a meltdown and instead find motivation to get through stressful and challenging times with body movement. The immediate relief of these high stress moments could be literally as simple as taking a walk in the park. I know that it's easier said than done, so let's find a way to make it effortless, to choose movement over unproductive activities or remain inactive. Our bodies hold the answers. We just need to discover where to find them. Hello and welcome to the Mindful Life Changes podcast, where we delve into the challenges and transformations shaping our lives. From shifts in our roles at home and work to the transitions we navigate physically and mentally as we gracefully age. I'm your host, Valerie Mecki, a career change guide and mindfulness enthusiast. In today's episode, we're going to explore the incredible connection between movement and emotional well-being, especially during midlife. We'll dive into the science behind how physical activity can positively impact your mood and brain function, and why it's an essential tool for navigating the challenges and transitions of this life stage. I'll start off by sharing a personal experience that inspired this episode. At the beginning of the year, I received the phone call no child ever wants to get. Your parent is in the hospital. I flew out the next day. For over 2 weeks, I stayed at my family home, going back and forth between the hospital and eventually a skilled nursing facility. This was the first time our immediate family and even extended family had to navigate this type of situation. The stress of dealing with a health challenged parent, orchestrating complex logistical moves, and making numerous high-stake decisions. To say that I felt overwhelmed would be an understatement. And to add to the challenge, I was practicing dry January. So no relief from a cocktail, no escape to a gym or my stationary bike at home. I was left with one form of exercise I loathe the most: running. When I say I dislike running, it is like a visceral aversion. But it was my only accessible and free solution at the time. So every other day, I would run up the steep hills near my parents' home, venting all of my frustrations, sadness, and anger. Sometimes I would even cry along the way. By the time I reached the top, most of the stress had magically melted away, and by the time I returned to the bottom, I had gained some more clarity and focus to face the day's challenges. So how could something so simple, going for a run, be the most helpful tool during the most challenging and darkest time in my life? Well, a 2000 clinical study on adults with major depressive disorder found that with an exercise routine, it was as effective as an antidepressant medication in treating the condition, and the benefits lasted for at least 10 months. They even did a follow-up study a year later and revealed that participants who continued exercising remained in remission from depression. While I'm not against prescribed medication to support one's mental well-being, it's encouraging to know that there are ways to supplement or even find alternatives to medication. Since my aha moment from running and stress management, I no longer see exercise solely as a way to stay fit, although it is incredibly important too. I now view it as a way to work things out of my head, especially when I feel stuck. I can start a jog, a light workout, or go on a walk with the problem or unresolved feelings about a situation. And I often find a solution or a sense of peace by the end. It's like when your body is in motion, your mind goes into a different state. It's open, still, just focused on the motion. Athletes sometimes refer to this state of mind as being in their flow state. And magically, while in motion, your monkey brain quiets and new ideas float to the surface. Your vulnerability emerges and softens whatever was rigid and hard. I often feel renewed and rejuvenated after a 10 to 30 minute exercise or walk. This may sound like a personal anecdote, but there are plenty of studies that back up the powerful connection between exercise and mental well-being. In a meta-analytic study by the Department of Psychology at the University of Illinois, researchers reviewed 18 individual studies on the relationship between exercise and cognitive function in adults, spanning over 35 years of research. Their findings revealed that physical activity has a significant impact on the brain, particularly in the areas related to learning, memory, and executive functions. Numerous studies within this review demonstrated that exercise can enhance cognitive performance, including attention, memory, processing speed, and functions like planning and decision-making. This research suggests that exercise not only benefits our bodies, but also significantly impacts our mental health and cognitive performance. So the next time you're struggling with a problem or feeling stuck in a decision, consider working it out physically rather than endlessly searching for the solution online. The answers are within you. You just have to step up and out and tap into your innate wisdom through movement. So I know sometimes just getting motivated to start is the hardest part. So I'm going to share 3 tips that help me get into the movement mindset, which is music, talking in second person, and a powerful motivational affirmation. Let's start with music. Instead of grabbing your phone to search for answers online, tap your go-to music platform and find your favorite artist or song that gets you pumped and hyped. Grab your headphones and just go. Don't really even give it another thought. Just press play and go. Number 2, be your own motivational coach. Research suggests that talking yourself in second person with phrases like, you can do this, you've got this, can have a positive, motivating effect. Studies have found that using the second person creates a sense of distance, similar to having a coach or a friend there to support you. I find that saying your name out loud with a motivating command can instantly shift the mindset and cause you to pay more attention, like someone calling out your name. Number 3, a positive and powerful motivational affirmation. So let's take advantage of this present moment with this affirmation session to help shift you into action from feeling stuck to feeling energized and empowered. We'll begin our affirmation practice by priming your mind and body so you'll be open to this affirmation with a quick body scan. Briefly acknowledge any areas that may feel discomfort and gently release any tension or unhelpful energy. Take a cleansing breath in and out. If it feels comfortable to you, slowly close your eyes. I'll begin by reciting the affirmation twice. While you listen to the affirmations, imagine you're writing the affirmation down on a whiteboard, or you're watching someone write on the board for you. This will help with memorization, so let's begin. I have the power to transform stress into positive energy. I have the power to transform stress into positive energy. I'll repeat the affirmation again, but this time I want you to repeat it out loud to yourself so you can make a connection. I have the power to transform stress into positive energy. I'll repeat the affirmation again, and once again say it out loud to yourself. I have the power to transform stress into positive energy. Now imagine, visualize yourself going on a walk, going on a run, dancing, exercising, lifting weights, boxing, anything that gets you up and out so you can melt away the stress and open up your mind and heart for clarity and focus. I'll repeat this affirmation again and imagine yourself in action in full color. I have the power to transform stress into positive energy. I'll repeat it one last time and give you a moment to let it sink in. I have the power to transform stress into positive energy. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes if you have them closed and gently place your hands on your heart as a way to seal this affirmation practice with self-love and care. This affirmation is yours to recite and practice for 21 days at least once a day. It's most effective when you wake up in the morning before you start your day. You can take your affirmation practice a step further by making your affirmation sticky, which is an acronym to help you make your affirmation practice more effective. Write this affirmation down on a sticky note and place it on your bathroom mirror as a reminder that you have the power to transform any stress or challenges that comes your way, and you can transform it into something positive and empowering. If you want to learn more on how to make your affirmations sticky, go back to episode 1 where I walk you through the practical steps on how to make your affirmation practice more sustainable and effective. Also, if you're inspired to further heal your relationship with your body, check out episode 42 where I guide you through an affirmation practice for self-love and care. Please make sure to subscribe and bookmark this episode so you'll have it handy whenever you need a quick guide of this affirmation. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a family member or a friend who may also need motivating affirmation to help them get through the day. Or show your appreciation by giving us a rating on this podcast, wherever you're listening. Your support will help other midlifers discover this podcast so it can grow and blossom. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. Every moment you dedicate to being mindful is a step towards a more fulfilled and vibrant life. Keep embracing your journey with an open heart, and remember, you are not alone in this. I look forward to our next mindful gathering. I'll talk to you soon.